Okay, now for my favorite part. Okay, where I introduce all of the seasonings. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be adding my all-purpose savory. Yeah. So I'm just going to be adding my all-purpose savory seasoning from Ihof. Oh, please, yeah, if I can get a thank you. So excuse my manners. Yeah, so I'm just gonna a weeny bit that's in here. There's that, and of course my garlic, peppers, and herbs. Just you can never go wrong with the garlic, peppers, and herbs in fried rice. So get this here. Give it a quick stir and let it just go. And my onions are sauteing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so everything's moving really nicely, so I'm just gonna let that fry. Okay, so next I'm gonna prep my potatoes. I'll just get.
What do you need to say?
Some. I need some disposable gloves. I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me go. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
See, that's why I'm here. I am serving a good purpose.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're just gonna have. Yeah, I could use a spatula for this, but I would, just use my hands. Get more faster. So I'm gonna prep. And please, can I get a teeny mini spoon of the garlic?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's right here.
Okay.
Thank you. Working with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's exciting.
In there as well. Thank you. So I'm just gonna give it a quick mix.
Okay, should I put?
Yeah, a little more, please. There we go. Thank you.
Again, the exact measurements will be online. So, garlic, peppers, and herbs, how much we use. I'm just gonna step in here to
please,
help
thank you.
mix this wonderful stuff going on here.
Yeah, then I'm gonna transfer a little bit of the green onion into the potato.
Woohoo! Look at that going.
Yeah, so.
What are we doing, Chef?
Yeah, I'm just transferring a little bit of the green onions into the potatoes.
Okay, you see what's going on in that corner. I'm just carrying on with the mixture here.
So this is what it looks like, and I'm
just gonna reduce the heat.
Yeah, just a bit, yeah. So, yeah, we have that going on. And
it's beginning to look a lot like Easter.
So that, and please, I'll just toss this into the oven for a bit.
Good. Can I just give them a quick look before they toss it?
Okay, sure. There you go.
All right, y'all. So this is what it looks like with the butter, the garlic, peppers, and herbs. All that is being tossed into the oven now. So this is how you prep for that, and we're just going to toss that into the oven. Here you go, Chef Oyax.
Thank you. So we'll have that in. Okay, thank you.
So I'm handing it back over to the master here.
Thank you. So now we've had this frying for a few minutes. And I'm just gonna toss in my rice. Oh, it's toss all of it in. So what I'm gonna do is give this a quick stir and cover it up and let it go. Yeah, my onions are nice and getting golden brown, so yeah, I have that. This is a quick stir.
Yummy.
Yeah, like this. Give it a quick stir and yeah, let it simmer over low heat for another 20 minutes, just to ensure everything cooks evenly. The carrots, the green peppers, the green beans, and the corn.
Can I give it a quick stir?
Oh, please, go ahead.
Why not? I am here not being useful. Okay.
So,
does the kind of, I'm just asking, I don't know, but does the kind of pan or fry pan you use for stir fry or doing the fried rice, does it matter? Does it have to be a non-stick? Does it have to be
not necessarily
a wooden spoon you use to stir?
No, it doesn't matter. Like, just wing it.
Okay.
There are no rules.
There you go. No rules.
You make your own rules yourself.
Make your own rules.
Okay. Anyway, probably just get it back on and I'll cover it up and let it simmer. So I have my caramelized onions. I'm just gonna add that to the potatoes real quick. So yeah, nice and golden brown.
And then
yeah, it's nice and golden
okay,
brown.
so we're going to toss it in the oven. Excuse us 1 minute.
Toss it in and let everything cook.
Do we need to mix it?
No.
No?
Yeah, I'll mix it at the end. Where's the lid for this one?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it cook. So I'm gonna add the shrimp later, and yeah, because the shrimp is already cooked and properly sauteed. So yeah, I'll add that and the green onions last.
Okay.
Yeah,
so while we take a bit of a break, so we do realize, if you want to just stand here instead.
Okay.
Instead where I was standing, so that people at home can see the chef Oyax. So we do realize that you have been on the Great Canadian Baking Show, so we wanted to applaud you for the awesome job you did on that show.
Thank you.
Thank you, background audience. That was quite a good one. Could you tell us a bit of your experience? We saw you do all those masterpieces on the Great Canadian Baking Show. We saw you do so much, and you looked like you were having so much fun. We were almost envious of the fun you were having. Could you just tell us a bit about your experience there?
Well, like you already said, of course I had fun, but it was a mix of the fun, the stress, the, like having to, okay, for example, having to make a 3-tier cake all in 3.5 hours. Like,
wow.
That's, your brain cells are working, everything, like every atom and fiber in your system is working hard to complete those tasks within the time. But and it's something I always do. I make sure I enjoy every bit of whatever I'm doing or whatever I find myself, like, like now I'm having fun right now and trying to enjoy the entire process. So it's all about, enjoying the process, right? And making the best out of whatever you're doing at every time.
Super. And is it something you think you would do again in the near future?
Fingers crossed. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah.
Super, super. So apart from your baking and your passion for cooking culinary meals, could you tell us, because you spoke briefly about your passion of photography.
Yes.
Could you tell us briefly about your passion of photography?
Yeah, it's something I picked up recently and I decided to start learning more about, right? Because I believe one of the ways of sharing what you do in the kitchen is by pictures, right? So it's by, taking really good pictures. And of course, it's photography is an art on its own. And I recently picked up the passion for photography, learning how to take good pictures, lighting and all that. I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm learning a lot, and I have my gear, and getting to know more about how to make the best lights, and yeah, it's all coming together.
Super. So photography is all about light, I hear.
Not necessarily, but light is one of the most important components of photography.
Super. And how about your engineering? Would you still be going back to engineering?
Well, like I said, right now I work in project management, so it's of course like I still use my engineering skills in project management. So I would say once an engineer, always an engineer. So irrespective of whatever I do.
You would always have a passion for engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Super. Okay, I'm going to let you get back to your cooking. Thanks for that quick interlude.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead then.
Okay, I'm just going to take a quick pick. Yeah, looking all good, and
super. And you can talk about. I'm going to let him tell you a bit more about the seasonings, so that you know what you're missing.
Okay, so I'll just talk a little bit about the seasonings again. So like this hot pepper mix, it's if you're like me who has like this really strong love for spicy food, this is your go-to. So I have this in the chicken as well, and it's gonna really bring this extra bit of heat to the chicken or whatever you're doing. Of course, it's usually my personal favorite. I almost don't cook anything without this, but don't judge me. But I literally cook almost everything.
Everyone will find their favorite in the collection.
Yeah, of course you find. But this is my personal favorite, so I have this in here. And so for the all-purpose savory, I find this really good for chicken-based dishes. The savory. So if you're doing any like chicken. Roast chicken, grilled chicken, I find this to be really good.
If you're savoring veggies.
Yeah, for all of that. And then again, this is my personal opinion. You could find what works for you and just go with it. And this one, the all-purpose original, I find it works really well with meat, beef, lamb, goat, and steaks and all of that. So it's a really good
casserole.
Steak seasoning. Yeah, so then of course the versatile garlic, peppers, and herbs. And so I have loads of it in here and in the chicken and the potatoes as well. Yeah.
Super. Yeah. Now this is for only those who are looking for flavor. This is a flavor revolution going on here. So if you're not in the market looking for good flavor to your meals, this seasonings really can't speak to you. But if you're in the market looking for a good, flavorful, tasty, exquisite meal, then you need to come into the Ihof range, the Ihof collection, and I'm sure you'll find it is quite a flavorful taste. But I won't toot my own horns. We've got people who will help us, savor the food and taste the food once it's done. And again, Chef Oyex can obviously testify to the goodness of the seasonings. But go ahead, Chef Oyex.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so now we play the waiting game, waiting for all of this to cook on low heat. And just to avoid it burning, so I have it on somewhere between medium and low, and it's just gonna keep cooking.
Can we take some questions now?
Oh yes, please.
Super. So if you have any questions, please type it up, and I'm here to read it out to Chef Oyex. Let's have your questions. Thank you, Dr. Kankong. I see you're saying yummy. Yes, it is yummy. Thank you for throwing us all those waves. Thank you for all our waves. Chef William, there you go. I guess you understand that joke there.
Probably have a new name. Yeah, maybe you want to scroll up. The questions are going to be down.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep scrolling. Okay, yeah, we'll wait if they have any questions. Yeah, we'll wait for your questions and answer them as
they pop up.
As they pop up.
Super. Any question from our audience here?
We just can't wait.
Yeah.
To eat this sumptuous.
A few more minutes.
Looking meal.
Super. Now, with Easter, it's usually tradition that you do a roast lamb or roast ham. what would you can you speak to that about the Easter traditions and an Easter feast
Yeah, so not really sure where the tradition
of roast ham
of
came
roast
from?
ham came
Same
from.
here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I said, like we're in an era where you create your own rules, and whatever works for you, whatever appeals to your taste buds, and just go with it. For us, it's chicken today, and
And would you say roasting a ham is the same way with roasting a chicken, or would it be different because of the different textures?
yeah, I would definitely roast them differently at different temperatures. Yeah, so for chicken, for example, I would do it at 360 for about an hour plus. But lamb and ham, I prefer slow roasting those, and like I just season, I cover it up, and just to protect a lot of the tenderness of the meat. So I would do them differently, and of course I would definitely use different seasonings for them.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. So most people I hear, everyone's going into the stores around here to pick up their ham for Easter, and they're all preparing. What we are just doing here is giving you an alternative to picking up ham. But where the tradition of ham came from for Easter, we know we do turkey during Christmas, and that's always standard. But with Easter, we just felt we could do either chicken or roast ham or roast lamb, or whatever you want to roast. Go ahead and do that. Whatever tickles your fancy, or what you want to add to your table this Easter, go ahead and get it done. So don't be limited to chicken. Whichever roast you want to get done.
You could do
get
goat
done.
if you want.
Oh, there you go. Talk
Yeah.
about the goat then.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's really easy. Like just what I like to do with my goat, I like to season it and just prep it overnight. Same way I did with the chicken. Only that I had to brine this one in salt and sugar solution for 10 hours. So just have your spice mixes, your seasonings and all that. Toss it in the fridge in a Ziploc. Toss it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. Then you take it out, and whatever you want to do, if you want to boil, if you want to fry, if you want to grill or roast, it's all up to you.
Super. And at what temperature would you do that at?
For goat, I normally do my goat at about. I roast my goats at about 400.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that's a high temperature.
Yeah, it
to
is
roast-
high. Yeah, it is high.
Roast goat. What,
It is high.
and why would you choose that temperature?
Yeah, it just gives me that extra crisp, because most of the time I do goat, I do like the stir fry. Yeah, I grill asun, for example. I roast it at high temperature.
So aso is what we call African roasted meat.
Yeah, so I just like to. It's my personal preference, and get it a little bit crispy, and that charred portion of the skin, and then toss it in the stir fry with my hot peppers and my onions, and let it saute away.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Super.
So we wait. Take a look. Okay. That's going nicely. So I'll just step aside for a bit.
Super. So I'll just talk briefly about the seasonings. Like Chef Oyax has taken us through, we have 5 seasonings in our collection. We have the all-purpose savory, the barbecue, the garlic, peppers, and herbs, the original, all-purpose original, and then we have the hot pepper mix. Now, people ask me, oh, Ronke, why did you come up with this seasoning? Why did you want to go into this? It was because really it started from a passion. I have a passion for very good, tasty meals. And I found that a lot of times whenever I hosted my friends over, my family, the children, everybody was always, scrambling for more. And that's because I used to put a lot of blends together. So I would go to the store and try and get everything fresh, and then chop it all up, mix it, and make my own special blend in the house to do my cooking. So lots of times people were asking me for my recipes. Oh, how did you get this to taste this well? And they're thinking, but it's the same garlic we're all using. How come yours tastes differently? It's because of the mixture and the way I blended it, it gave us